everyone, welcome back to Measuremix. Today I'm going to share with you how I rip the carpet up that is behind me on my stairs and refinish the wood that is underneath it. So I have already pulled up a little piece of the carpet on the bottom step to check and see what kind of wood I am working with and if this is even possible. And it looks like it's in pretty decent shape and I'm not going to have to replace the treads or put risers in, and I can just paint and stain what is already here with a little bit of prep work. So I'm super excited about this project. I've wanted to do this for such a long time now. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you like home decors and DIYs and more, stick around by hitting the subscribe button and don't forget to ring that bell so you get notified when I upload a new video. Now let's get started on the project. Alright, so the first step on day one is to rip up all of the carpeting and the padding on the stairs. So I was pleasantly surprised that all of the carpeting wasn't in just one long piece. It ripped up in a few separate pieces, so I was able to easily take it out by myself. So that was a nice surprise, and it didn't take long to do this part at all. Now when I got to that top piece of carpet that goes into the hallway, what I'm going to do is take my box cutter and I'm going to score along that piece right underneath the lip of that edge there in the hallway and just take that off, so that way the carpet wraps around that lip, and then I'll come back and finish it off later. So the next step on this day was to rip out all of the carpet strips and the staples that were stuck in the stairs. I was lucky because most of the staples came out with the carpet, so there wasn't too many left. I just had to use a little crowbar and my hammer to get the carpet strips out, and then the little needle nose pliers to get the staples out. Then I made sure to thoroughly sweep the steps to get the nails and the staples up, and that was the end of day one for me. Day two, it was time to sand. So you can see that the stair treads had some paint on them, so I needed to get that off. So I used one of these palm sanders with a 60 grit sandpaper, and I just sanded along the edges and all over the stairs to get up that paint, and it came off really easily. I was surprised I didn't need to use paint stripper or anything like that. The 60 grit sandpaper worked well. Then I just cleaned the stairs and got all the dust and debris off with my sweeper, and I made sure that I wiped the stairs as well with a damp cloth, and then it was time to stain. For the stain, I'm using the color Cognac because this matches my existing wood floors in my house already. And I'm starting at the top of the stairs and working my way down. And I'm doing every step because nobody was home and it was early on in the day and I had plenty of time for it to dry. Now, if I didn't, I would have done every other step so we could still go up and down the stairs. Day three, I woke up early and I taped off the edges of the staircase. I would also recommend using some craft paper to cover the stairs so that way you won't get any paint on them, but I was careful, so I just used the tape. Then I used some white semi-gloss paint to paint the risers and the sides of the staircase, and I did 3 coats of paint to give this good coverage. Once the paint was all dry, later that night, I came back to the carpeted part at the top of the stairs, and I used my staple gun to staple the carpet underneath that top edge there. Now for the bottom stairs, there is a little gap between the riser and the wood flooring where I ripped the carpet out, so I'm taking a piece of quarter round and just using my nail gun and nailing that into place. Now the same night on that 4th day, my husband and my son were already in bed, so I went ahead and put a coat of the polyurethane in the satin finish, and I just polyurethaned my way up the stairs. But like I said, you could do every other step if you needed to use the stairs. And then the next day, I ended up doing 2 more coats of polyurethane on the stairs. It takes about 4 or 5 hours, depending on the weather, for the polyurethane to dry. Alright guys, I'm finished with my stairs and I'm beyond happy with how they turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching today. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and I will see you guys later this week for some Christmas DIYs. Take care, bye-bye!